Welcome Sagittarius to your reading for January 2025. So I'm going to be pulling a preview card before I even get into this, just to give you a teaser taster for what is potentially in store for January 2025. So let's see, Sagittarius preview card, Two of Wands. So new plans, new ideas. I mean, isn't it always for January for everyone? But this is significant. It's come out for a reason. So I will be looking into your recent past, your present and your near future. This is for your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus signs. It is a general reading. It may not resonate with all of you. I would recommend watching it all the way through because quite often there are messages throughout the reading that do resonate. If anyone would prefer a private reading, please email me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. I'm giving away my audio guided meditation with every reading booked to help you meet your spirit guides, which is always a huge, huge bonus if you do meet them. So let's see, recent past, Sagittarius. Six of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this is the Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot, which is listed in the description, and I'm clarifying with the Witch's Tarot. Six of Pentacles reversed. You could be overspending, Sagittarius. It feels a little bit like people are taking advantage of you financially. For some of you, are you being too generous? If people are sort of, it's even almost as if, I don't know though. I was going to say you're not really the type, if you are aware of someone taking advantage of you, to just let them. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe you are realizing someone's taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your generous nature, and you're just suddenly aware of it. Four of Pentacles is about you taking back control of your money, I think. And then the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, it's just similar sort of thing. It's like, feeling like you have no control over what's going on, but you do. So let's clarify. God, fluffy face again. Six of Pentacles reversed. Clarified by the Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Devil in reverse. Wow. I mean, the other thing this could be is as we come into January, you've kind of made some observations very similar to resolution kind of energy, where you realise that you have been spending, potentially some of you Sagittarius, as a form of unhealthy attachment to stress. Some of us just go bloody crazy spending our money when we're stressed, and it's an addiction, so maybe it is that. So this could just be you realizing that you need to get your balance back. You're going to put a lot more effort into being more vigilant with your money, I think. The Four of Pentacles again is about that vigilance with the money, getting your control back. Clarified by the Two of Swords reversed and the Ten of Cups. So it does feel like you're going to put certain things on hold, things that you thought you were really looking forward to, that you were planning or hoping to plan, and you've come to the realization that it's kind of like I don't know, Sagittarius, it's like, I'm going to be really, really strict with myself with money, but I don't know if you're going too far, because you might have said to yourself something along the lines of, you know, when making a decision about spending money, ask myself, do I really need this? And if the answer's no, then put your card away. Which really only leaves food and water. Because I don't know what else you really need when you think about the word need. So, you know, it's like if you've said to yourself, I'm going to, I don't know, go on a city break or something because I want to expand my cultural knowledge, you're now going to deny yourself those things because of this. So be careful you're not doing it to too much of an extreme. I think if your spending was out of control and you can curb that, that's enough. And I know you'll say, yeah, but where do you draw the line? It's like, what's okay and what's not okay. And I get it. It's like if you're an alcoholic, you couldn't just give up some of the drink. You'd have to give up all of the drink, and I understand that. So yeah, look, you do you. 10 of Cups. I do see you having some amazingly memorable, happy times that doesn't need money, you know, with friends, family, loved ones. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which at the same time, it's like something is not going right, or something's not going to plan. And the Nine of Cups reversed is in Nine of Cups reversed and the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, I don't know if this is showing me like you might have a little bit of a fall off the wagon moment, maybe in January, where you do just go and splurge again, and you're like, oh god, and that's going to make you feel like crap. But sometimes these things have to happen, sort of, to make us more determined, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at your present. Using the Crystal Power Tarot, also linked in the description. Fool in reverse, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this new, I don't know what it was. It's like I do feel like you really wanted to do something, and you've denied yourself whatever that was. With the Fool in reverse, it's like, but like I just said, you need to find some sort of happy medium or a system where you're not completely denying yourself from any kind of spending, bar food and travel, because otherwise you are just going to feel, you're going to be more tempted to just, you know, it's like putting someone on a diet, and they're only allowed to eat bread and water, it's much more likely that they're going to just go, like, lose their willpower and end up eating 5 Big Macs, you know. And it's the same thing here. You need to give yourself something, some kind of system where you say, okay, if I can go, just go every day, if I can go without spending unnecessary money, then I can put, I don't know, $10, £10 into a pot, say put it into a pot, you know, like symbolically. And then at the end of the week, you've potentially got £70 and you can then spend that. Is that defeating the object? I don't know how much money you were spending. Probably is actually £70 a week. You know, something like that. The Chariot. You are determined to sort this out. You will think of something. I know you will, Sagittarius. Knight of Cups in reverse. I don't know what this is about. Knight of Cups in reverse, something to do with your feelings, your emotions, or a lack of them. Yeah, if you're feeling a bit lacking, emotionally lacking, that might be another reason why you're trying to replace that emotional emptiness with, you know, that satisfaction you get from spending. You need to replace that with something. Instead of spending, instead of online shopping or whatever you're doing, you need to replace it with something else to give you that dopamine. Don't ask me what. So let's see what the Fool in reverse is about. Clarified by the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So 5 of Pentacles again, I mean, it could be about poverty. I don't think you're quite there yet, but you are living like someone in poverty. I will say that. 6 of Swords. There is an element here, Sagittarius, where instead of dealing with your problems, you're just trying to run away from them. You know, sort of like telling yourself I must not spend any money is not solving the problem of why you were spending money. You need to solve the problem instead of just saying, do you see what I mean? So yeah, get to the root of the problem and then fix it. So the Chariot is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles reversed. So you are sorry, George. He was just doing his best vocals on Scorpio's January video. I thought he was done, but clearly not. Sorry, Queen of Cups. You are persevering. I say you're persevering. I had to go and get him because he's been very noisy, aren't you? And this orange thing is Larry, and that's why he's singing, because he sings to his baby lobster, don't you? Eh? Why are you being so noisy? Eh? I thought you were Pisces, not Sagittarius. Right, sorry about that. Yes, so as I said, you are persevering, or you're trying to persevere, but you're you're giving, it's way too hard. You're making it way too hard. You need to be kinder to yourself, Sagittarius. You know, with this kind of thing, it's like, yeah. And then we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. So yeah, you're blocked emotionally. Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords reversed. Definitely an energy here of you just trying to run away from something rather than get to the root of the problem, like I said, and that's key here. So near future. This is the Star Tarot, which is linked in the description. We have Judgment, Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups reversed. Clarified by White Sage Tarot, Judgment. So yeah, I think you're going to get to the point where you're like, okay, this clearly isn't working. I need to do something else. It's like this is your own time of judgment. It's like, okay, let's work out what's going, why is it not working? Why is it going wrong? What's the problem? Seven of Swords, again, perseverance. You're really persevering, but you need to know, when the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Regardless of how hard you squeeze the orange, if there's no juice coming out, then there's no juice coming out. You can't make juice appear, if that makes sense. So you are very determined. I do sense you fighting your corner, standing up for yourself, but you need to. It would be easier. You wouldn't have to be fighting if you knew why you were doing it in the first place. The Ace of Cups in reverse, and that might be the reason, because there's a lack of emotional. There's just a lack of emotional energy in your life, some of you, Sagittarius. And that doesn't mean you have to suddenly be in a relationship. It doesn't mean that at all. But it does mean you need to find ways to bring emotional value into your life. Even if you get a dog. It's like that is like a lot of emotional value. A dog or a cat. If you don't want a girlfriend or a boyfriend, then get an animal, honestly. So Judgment is clarified by the Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, because you really you are determined to get this sorted out. You want this over the line. You want it finished. You want it done with. And the Queen, the Queen of Pentacles. And you know the reason why you want to, because you want to be, you spend, for those of you who are working, it's like knowing that you're spending all those hours, all that time, all that effort working, and then it's just going straight out because you're spending it on something ridiculous that you don't need, that's complete waste. So you just want to feel accomplishment from what you're doing. Seven of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Cups, Five of Swords. You know, there's some really interesting psychological tricks where you kind of, and it's far more complex than this, but where you can sort of face up to yourself as if the person that is doing this destructive behaviour isn't you, it's someone else, but it's like your shadow self, I suppose, and you can just side up to them and tell them if they don't stop, you're going to reject them and you never want to see them again. And that's what the Eight of Cups is about, is walking away from that part of yourself that won't comply. The Five of Swords is the conflict. There will be conflict because I guarantee that part of yourself won't just go won't go easily, won't go without a fuss. There will be arguments. The Ace of Cups is this lack of emotional, clarified by the Moon reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So the reason there's not enough emotional energy in your life, positive emotional energy, is because you've probably been through some stuff, Sagittarius, where it's caused you not to trust the way that your feelings, if the Ace of Swords is about clarity and truth. So this is another thing for you to sort out. Once you've sorted out the other problem with the overspending, then you need to look at the emotional void in your life as well. So let me just get these cards. Okay, so we're going to do your oracle. Oh my god, my cat, honestly, I don't know why he only does this when I'm literally doing a reading. It's like I could be sat watching a film for 5 hours if I wanted. Not that I ever would, but and not a sausage, not a peep. As soon as I sit here in front of a camera, that's it. He's like a naughty child. Right, so we're going to do the Astro Star Codes Astro Oracle, because instead of doing the cartomancy, I want to get into astrology this year. So let's see. Sagittarius. I was thinking you're... No. I just thought I'd literally dropped your card or your planet, and I don't think it is your planet. I think it's Aries planet, still fire, but okay. So you've got Mars, which I'm pretty sure is the Aries planet. Mars is the planet of motion. Mars, a mythological god of war and the traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio, speaks of independence, enterprise and willfulness. Against passion and defences, including your body's defences, such as your immune system, Mars takes 1.9 Earth years to go around the zodiac, so your terrible twos, when you learn to say no and yes and demand things, was the expression of your first Mars return. How interesting. Action. Mars urges you to take action. Any action but this can get you into trouble. Jump into motion but stay in the driver's seat and think through the consequences of your moves. Mars is a raw energy, and like the motor of a fine sports car, it can take you far if you add wisdom and guidance. Mars wants you to develop your strength and bravery, so work out and develop muscles or rescue the proverbial underdog. Boldly go where you have not gone before and passionately dive into life. Mars loans you the competitive edge to obtain a fiercely desired goal, and teaches that for your yeah to truly mean yes, and your no needs to be respected. Know what you want and don't want, and be aware of those be aware of those desires in the people around you. Learn to fight and fight fairly. Stand your ground with grace and compete against your own personal best. If you are in a difficult situation, it could take real strength and willpower to transform or escape. You may need to dig in your heels so you are not pushed around, or pull out your sword to draw a clear line in the sand. Do what needs to be done. Just make sure it's the right thing. Domineering willfulness, misuse of sexuality, anger, belligerence, and a warlike mentality are the shadow side of Mars. Break the momentum of your situation. If your situation heads downhill, stop for a moment and think through your next move. The higher note of Mars energy manifests as a divine guardian, your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a dangerous situation and protect you and yours. There you go. I don't actually know how Mars could be influencing you right now, or whether they are, or at what point in the year. Might be worth looking into, Sagittarius. But then again, it doesn't matter, because Mars will influence you all in different ways because of your own natal charts. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you. If you haven't been, please go and visit Otter Spirit. Go and check their bracelets, their jewellery, their stone of the month, which I don't know what it is. I'm going to find out. But this is labradorite, turquoise and malachite, though I have more, and I'm going to be circulating some gems, I think. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement and your engagement. I return it to you tenfold. Until next time, enjoy the journey.